Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue to read Psalm, and I finished Psalm 116 yesterday, the previous video, and today I'm going to move on to Psalm 117. Since 117 is really just the 4 or 5 lines, it's very short, so I'm going to combine Psalm 117 and part of Psalm 118, because Psalm 118 is also quite long, so I have to be divided into 2 videos. I put these 2 together into 2 videos. So Psalm 117 and Psalm 118 is going to be together into 2 videos. So I'm going to read Psalm 117. Praise the Lord, all your nations. Extol him, all your people. For great is his love toward us, and the faithfulness of the Lord endures forever. Praise the Lord. So this is Psalm 117. It's quite short, just in general the tone is praise the Lord, all the nations, and for great is his love toward us, and the faithfulness of the Lord endures forever. Praise the Lord. And I'm going to move on to Psalm 118. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Let Israel say, his love endures forever. Let the house of Aaron say, his love endures forever. Let those who fear the Lord say, his love endures forever. In my anguish I cried to the Lord, and he answered by setting me free. The Lord is with me, I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? The Lord is with me, he is my helper. I will look in triumph on my enemies. It is better to take the refuge in the Lord than to trust in man. It is better to make refuge in the Lord than to trust in princes. All the nations surrounded me, but in the name of the Lord I cut them off. They surrounded me on every side, but in the name of the Lord I cut them off. They swarm around me like bees, but they died out as quickly as burning thorns. In the name of the Lord, I cut them off. So I'm going to stop here for Psalm 118 and continue next time. So this is, after finish Psalm 117, we know the tone is really praise and extol this Lord because his faithfulness and endurance. And this Psalm 18 is kind of the same tone. Give thanks to the Lord for he is good, his love endures forever. So this is a praise. And then calling the people, 3 groups of people. I think these 3 groups of people mentioned in previous Psalms. One is the Israel, the people, all the descendants from Israel. Let Israel say his love endures forever. And the other group is let the house of Aaron say his love endures forever. This is referring to the Israel, all the descendants, and then calling those Aaron. If you recall, Aaron is the Levites' descendant, and they are the really serving the temple. And Moses and Aaron, they are brothers, and they are the descendants of Levi. So those Levi families really. From this Bible, we know they are the priests serving the God. So this is in addition to calling general population of Israel, saying that his love endures forever, and then calling those priests, the people who really serving like the God servant, his love. Let them say his love endures forever, and then let those who fear the Lord say his love endures forever. Those who fears the Lord, referring probably they are of the Israel, a descendant of Israel, or the Aaron, a house of Aaron, or any other. I did not say, but let those who fear the Lord say his love endures forever. So this is about mentioned the 3 groups of people I think I mentioned before. In my anguish I cried to the Lord, and he answered by setting me free. The Lord is with me, I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? And the Lord is with me, he is my helper. I will look in triumph on my enemies. So this is talking about the author, or I can just, it can be used in general as the pray. In my anguish I cried to the Lord, and He answered by setting me free. And this is probably anybody, if you feel the same way, anguish or not at ease, you can say the same thing, cry to the Lord. He answered by setting me free. So for those who believe this God, the Lord is with me, I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? This also referring to either this author or just the author put here for everybody who believed that God, that Lord, they believed in Israelite. The Lord is with me, He is my helper. I will look in triumph on my enemies. So this is saying, directly saying that in the anguish and not be, when I'm in anguish, I am the author, anguish or not afraid, and also look triumph in the enemies. So this is indirectly saying the faith, the belief of the God. So they're not afraid of people. They're not afraid of any other God or other people believed. So either anguish or not anguish, but because of this God, so they can cry to and to calling for the saving. It's better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in man. So this is what I previously explained. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than trust in the princes. So this is saying that the Lord is above the royal throne of princes and also any man. So take refuge in the Lord instead of just trust in man or princes. All the nations surrounded me, but in the name of the Lord I cut them off. They surrounded me on every side, but in the name of the Lord I cut them off. They swarmed me like bees, but they died out as quickly as burning thorns. In the name of the Lord I cut them off. So this is saying that how powerful this God is, and indirectly saying how powerful the faith they had toward the God. They think that the God is the only, and they are the chosen by this God. So this is about the first part of Psalm 118 and also the Psalm 117. So from this, what I read here, two Psalms combined together, I see the praise. I think the praise and also the graciousness or the thanksgiving is all because of the faith. At the same time, I see the real. The real is written in Psalm everywhere, every verse. So in my anguish, I cry to the Lord, which means we all have those moments of anguish. And also saying, what man can do to me, which means man can do a lot of harms or a lot of purposely or unpurposely can do a lot of ruins or damage. But the thing is, the truth is, if you have this God like Israelite had to believe, then they're not be afraid. They just keep calling this God as their shelter to protect them and to bring the triumph to them. So this is Psalm 118. I'm going to stop here today, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time, and at the same time I hope that you can read and interpret in your own way.